Welcome to Book Key Insight Shop, the place where we uncover the life-changing lessons hidden in the world's most influential books and show you exactly how to apply them in your life, backed by the psychology that makes them work. Today, we're diving into Charles Duhigg's groundbreaking bestseller, The Power of Habit. Whether you've read it or not, this video will reveal the science behind why habits exist, how they control our lives, and exactly how to change them, so you can rewrite your automatic behaviors without fighting your brain and start taking control of your life, one habit at a time. Grab a notebook, if you like, settle in, and let's uncover the neurological secrets behind every single habit you have. Asterisk. Asterisk. Have you ever wondered why you keep doing the same things, even when you know they're not good for you? Scrolling endlessly on your phone, hitting snooze repeatedly, or reaching for junk food, even when you promised yourself you wouldn't? The truth is, habits aren't random. They're hardwired neurological loops in your brain. And understanding these loops is the key to breaking bad habits and building good ones that actually stick. Today, we'll explore the three-part habit loop, how cravings drive behavior, why willpower often fails, and real strategies used by people and even companies to completely transform their habits. Asterisk. Asterisk. Before we dive into the lessons, a little about the author. Charles Duhigg is an award-winning investigative reporter for the New York Times and a Pulitzer Prize winner. He spent years studying habit formation, interviewing neuroscientists, psychologists, CEOs, Olympic athletes, and people who completely transformed their lives. The Power of Habit explores the science behind why habits exist and how they can be changed. Duhigg combines cutting-edge neuroscience research with practical, real-world examples from business, sports, and everyday life. He introduces the golden rule of habit change. Keep the cue, change the routine, keep the reward. From Olympic athletes who improve fractionally every day, to recovering alcoholics, to multi-billion-dollar companies like Procter & Gamble, Duhigg shows that understanding the habit loop is the foundation for lasting change. This book isn't just theory. It's practical, actionable knowledge that can be applied immediately to your daily routines, work, health, and relationships. Asterisk. Asterisk. The first lesson is foundational. Every habit follows a three-part loop. Cue. This is the trigger that tells your brain to go into automatic mode. It could be anything: seeing your phone, walking into the kitchen, or feeling stressed. Routine. This is the behavior itself, what you actually do. Scrolling social media, grabbing a snack, checking emails. Reward. This is the benefit your brain receives, which decides whether this loop is worth remembering. The dopamine hit from likes, the taste of sugar, or the satisfaction of finishing a task. Duhigg explains that cues and rewards become neurologically intertwined, creating a sense of craving, which drives behavior automatically. Practical example. Think of your morning coffee. The cue, waking up and feeling groggy. The routine, brewing a cup. The reward, warmth, taste, alertness. Over time, your brain begins to crave the ritual itself, making the habit automatic. Real-life example. Consider Procter & Gamble with Febreze. The problem wasn't just eliminating odor. It was that people didn't crave cleanliness. Once P&G added a scent that gave the brain a pleasurable reward, the habit became irresistible. Understanding the habit loop allows you to see why habits feel automatic and where you can intervene to change behavior effectively. Asterisk. Asterisk. Lesson 2 is the golden rule of habit change. You can't simply stop a bad habit. You must replace it. Here's the formula. Keep the cue, change the routine, keep the reward. Practical example. Imagine you snack at 3 p.m. because of stress, cue, and your brain craves chocolate, reward. Don't try to simply white-knuckle it. Replace the routine with a 5-minute walk, deep breathing, or stretching, keeping the same cue and reward. Real-life example. Many people struggle to quit smoking. Instead of stopping cold turkey, they replace the cigarette routine with chewing gum or a short walk, maintaining the nicotine craving pathway, but swapping the action. This dramatically increases success rates. Psychology tells us that willpower alone often fails because habits are neurologically reinforced loops. The key is to hack the middle step, the routine, while keeping your cue and reward consistent. Asterisk. Lesson 3. Craving is the engine that powers habits. Your brain doesn't respond only to the cue. It responds to the anticipation of the reward. This is why habit change requires understanding what your brain truly craves. Practical example, Febreze again. People didn't crave clean air, they craved the feeling of freshness and satisfaction. By adding a scented reward, P&G made the behavior irresistible. Real-life application. Want to build a new habit like exercise? Pair it with a small immediate reward, a smoothie, a motivational playlist, or a celebratory gesture after finishing a session. Your brain fires dopamine in anticipation, making the habit easier to repeat. Psychology shows that immediate, obvious rewards are far more effective than delayed ones. If you want behavior change that sticks, you must make the reward compelling and predictable. Asterisk. Lesson 4. Focus on keystone habits. These are habits that create ripple effects, triggering multiple positive changes in your life. Real-life example. Paul O'Neill, CEO of Alcoa, prioritized workplace safety over profits. This one habit drove productivity, communication, and innovation, eventually increasing the company's market cap by $27 billion. Practical application. For individuals, keystone habits might include morning exercise, tracking daily habits, journaling, meal prep routines. Starting with a keystone habit creates momentum, like dominoes falling, making other positive habits easier to adopt automatically. Psychology confirms that small, consistent wins amplify motivation and self-efficacy across multiple areas. Asterisk. Lesson 5. Belief is essential for lasting change. Studies of recovering alcoholics show that willpower alone isn't enough. Those who stay sober long-term have strong belief in their ability to change. Belief is often reinforced by community support. Groups like Alcoholics Anonymous, support circles, or accountability partners allow you to borrow belief until you develop your own. Practical example. Joining a workout group or accountability partner can help you stick to routines. Seeing others succeed rewires your brain, strengthens motivation, and reduces self-doubt. Psychology explains this through social proof and group identity. Humans are wired to adopt behaviors of trusted peers, making community support a powerful lever for habit change. Asterisk. Now, how do you apply these lessons in real life? Identify the loop, track the cue, routine, and reward for 3 to 5 days. Awareness is the first step to change. Apply the golden rule. Keep the cue and reward, swap the routine. Test 2 to 3 alternatives until one sticks. Focus on keystone habits. Pick one habit that can trigger others: morning exercise, journaling, or habit tracking. Let it create momentum. Create immediate rewards. Make your brain anticipate pleasure, like small celebrations, check marks, or a favorite activity. Leverage community. Join groups or find accountability partners. Borrow belief until you develop your own. Remember, habits are about understanding brain wiring, not relying solely on willpower. By mastering the habit loop, leveraging craving, and building belief, you can transform your behaviors permanently. Asterisk. The power of habit teaches that habits aren't random. They're neurological loops that can be understood, changed, and mastered. Identify the cue, routine, and reward. Use the golden rule to replace bad habits. Focus on keystone habits and build belief through community. Start small, stay consistent, and watch your life transform one habit at a time. If you found this video valuable, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and explore more book insights explained with psychology, science, and actionable tips. Your journey to rewriting your habits starts now. Asterisk.